stuff anymore. I just kick it from my head, you know what I'm saying?
We're live, the home of the Magic, the Amway Center in beautiful Orlando, Florida. The Magic again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Now at this point, 5 games out of that last playoff slot, the importance of every game is magnified.
Kevin, they've really been scoring the ball well lately, and I think you have to give them a lot of credit because they've really started to trust each other. They're making the extra pass. That ball is moving crisply around the perimeter, and guys are either taking open shots or getting it to the basket.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, this has been a well-oiled machine of late. They're fun to watch.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Sacramento, Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Ben McLemore is out there with Collison, and it's Gay in at the 3 spot. On defense, the Magic. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to San Antonio.
And that result was no surprise, Clark, because they played very loose with the ball that night.
Yeah, they were carefree. Footloose and fancy-free with the ball doesn't get it done. And how often do we see it, Steve? The team that loses the turnover battle loses the game. Carl Landry parlayed a strong season with the Warriors in 2013 into a 4-year deal with the Sacramento Kings. He missed the first half of the season with a hip injury, but when healthy, he's instant offense. Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Collison, good. Collison's got his second bucket of the night.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
3-pointer. No good from ABC. The Kings have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, George Karl and I caught up for just a bit. He said that if they wanted to double their wins against them, they'll have to be just as sharp as they were in their first meeting, saying, we can't get sloppy now and expect to win. We have to be just as judicious with what shots we take as we were the first time around. We'll see if they can replicate that, guys.
Doris, thank you. And not surprising that shooting the ball well, an aspect of the game Coach wants his team to adhere to.
Well, everybody always wants to shoot the ball well, Kevin. I mean, that's pretty obvious. The key is getting yourself in position to do so. You got to move the ball, move your body, make sharp cuts, set good screens.
Well, Steve, you've just laid out how you need to get to good shots and the importance of good shot selection. It's really essential to being able to play a balanced game and an effective game.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Gordon with a screen on Collison. Here's ABC. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. ABC's got 9 points.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
McLemore, the pass to Collison. And there's the feed to McLemore. Off target from three-point range. Orlando's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's the double team with Landry. There's the pass to ABC. Releases. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Assisted by Tobias Harris.
The Kings have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. The drive by Collison. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Oladipo with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against Phoenix. ABC bangs home the trifecta. ABC's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Magic.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Outside Collison. And Cousins kicks to Gay. Screen by Cousins. The drive by Gay. Good on the shot. Gay's got 7.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Orlando leading. Here's ABC. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Kicks it to Oladipo from downtown. It's rebounded by McLemore.
And that's a shot you can't pass up. He should knock that down.
Vucevic against Collison. Here's Gay, and it's blocked. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Oladipo misses.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not. The Kings, one of the youngest teams in the league. They're trying to build through the draft, but with mixed results over the last couple of seasons. DeMarcus Cousins, the only player who's truly distinguished himself as a significant building block.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Gordon with a screen on Collison. Here's ABC. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. ABC's got 16. And the Kings, Clark, over the last 5 years, drafting in that 5 to 7 range. They took Cousins, traded down, remember, for Jimmer Fredette,
Yep.
and then Thomas Robinson out of Kansas, another Jayhawk, and 13, Ben McLemore.
Yeah, McLemore struggled a bit in his rookie season. Aside from Cousins, not the difference makers you'd hope for it to this point. We'll see if this year's any different from it.
Here's ABC. Sacramento making their last shot. And finished off by Collison. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
Orlando with the ball. The Kings getting the bucket. ABC passes to Vucevic. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Outside Collison. He feeds it to Cousins. It's Gay with the drive. Shot clock at 6. McLemore, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Moving it up. Here's Gordon. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
And they're knocking down that mid-range jumper so far.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And both free throws good for Gordon. Sacramento's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Gay sets the pick for Collison. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Darren Collison could be the fastest player in the NBA with the ball in his hands. Westbrook, Parker, obviously in the conversation as well. But Collison, the son of 2 track stars, he is just explosive.
And the Magic making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. The Kings also with the sub. Evans is checked in.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Outside Collison. Pass to Cousins. Goes up the baseline, and that one's good. And the Kings lead by 3. And Collison loves to use his quickness at both ends, a blurring transition, Clark, and defensively, he'll hound you for the full 94 feet.
Well, again, we've talked about this before, Kevin. You've got to play to your strengths. He's a little undersized, but as they say, speed kills, and he looks to make the most of his speed.
Oladipo misses.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
McLemore, no good.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Oladipo with the ball, picked up by Collison. Shots good from ABC.
9 for 10 here in the first half. He's just scorching.
And Sacramento has possession. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Yeah, they really had their number in that game. Big margin of victory for them. They got there by really including their bench. The depth became a major factor. They just wore them down.
What Steve just talked about regarding how much they spread their scoring around was probably the most striking thing about that big win.
And the fact that they did.
Too many turnovers.
Well, catching it. Now Payton lets the 3 fly, and Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Payton.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
Plenty of offense. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And for the Kings, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
And you can see early on, guys, they were going to go inside and try to establish their offense in the paint area. That's exactly what they've done.
And I think that's exactly where they should continue to attack moving forward, Steve.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. King and Landry are the forward pair. Ray McCollum out there with Tony Snell. And it's Evans in at the 5, down low. Here's Gordon. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
For the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Tobias Harris comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Evan Fournier. Sacramento also making some changes. Ben McLemore comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Collison in for Ray McCallum. Collison dishes to Evans. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Off target from three-point range.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things for them. They've been winning that battle.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And the foul called on ABC. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Gay kicks to Collison. Gay outside, back to Collison. 6 to shoot. Collison with another miss. Magic leading by 6. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They're knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
Well, let's have a look at some league leaders from the last 10 games. Here are the highest scoring point guards in the NBA during that time. You look at ABC, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And being at the top of that list, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give them an offensive jolt whenever they've needed one.
And to me, Steve, that's a tremendous asset, almost a necessary requirement for your point guard. I mean, you want a guy that can orchestrate and be a maestro for his teammates first and foremost, but it's a huge bonus when he can put it in the basket himself.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, Rudy Gay receiving laser eye surgery going into last season. His vision had been so bad he was having trouble getting a driver's license. After refusing to wear contact lenses for years, he finally relented and had surgery. His vision has improved, it gave him a confidence boost, and Kevin, we'll see if it continues to yield dividends.
It can only help. Thanks, Doris. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense. Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Back to Oladipo, stolen by Collison. Gay with no one around, and it's off from three-point range.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And stolen by Gay. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's McLemore. Sacramento again missing.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Pass to Evans. Gay outside. Evans, a screen on Harris. 5 to shoot. Collison, no good.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
On the wing, Gordon. Expanding his range. Sacramento grabs the miss. Landry's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Well, after knocking down 3 3-pointers last quarter, he's starting to lose the range a little bit.
Feeds to McLemore to stop the drought, and it's blocked, but he stays with it. The drive by Collison. That doesn't go either for Collison.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Oladipo, good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Magic.
What great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Stockton's checked in for Reggie Evans.
And checking out some numbers for Nikola Vucevic. His last 10 games, 6th in shooting percentage. And he's been a terrific rebounder as well in the top 10.
Simply by having a hot hand on occasion. I mean, it's also a product of how hard he works to find those good open shots.
Stolen away. Here's Oladipo. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
The Kings trail by 14.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
Stockton kicks to McLemore. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. McLemore's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Here's ABC. He's covered by Collison. The shot's good from ABC.
Fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
outside Collison.
Carl Landry out of Purdue, 6'9" power forward. Gifted low post scorer and offensive rebounder, but his lack of reach does limit him defensively at times.
And Clark, for Landry, his relatively short standing reach sometimes leaves him at a disadvantage defensively and on the boards, but he certainly competes.
And you can make up for a lack of size with a heart that doesn't give up, and he's got that. I mean, he's tenacious, he's persistent, he's strong, and he's tough-minded, so I don't worry about him being undersized. He can go. Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Here's ABC, got a piece of it. Stolen by Landry. Now here's Stockton. Gay outside. He kicks it to McLemore. Landry passes to McLemore. 6 on the shot clock. Stockton outside. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Kicks it out to Gay. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. 14 points for Gay.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's ABC. He's covered by Stockton. Here's Gordon. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Sacramento. The Kings trail by 12. Stolen. Here's ABC, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Magic leading by 14. He dishes it to Vucevic, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shot.
So for the Magic, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Gordon. And it's Peyton in for Oladipo. Sacramento also making some changes. Tony Snell's checked in for Landry. And Stauskas subbed in for Ben McLemore. Stockton outside. Passes to Snell. Stockton outside. Just 5 on the clock. Gay dishes to Snell. Hands it from downtown. Snell's got his third bucket of the night.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Picked his pocket. Stockton kicks to Snell. The shot is off.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victory.
That's a bad shot. He's not a good three-point shooter anyway, and that was just too deep.
I'm with you on that, Steve. Which one of us should break it to him?
Magic leading by 14. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
It's a real alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Man, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Now the pass to Stauskas. Dishes to Snell. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Gay with no one around. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Peyton outside. There's the dish to Vucevic. Out to Peyton. Here's ABC. Goes back up. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Rudy Gay on the wing. 14 points for him. Cousins, the pass to Snell. Lets a floater go, and that one's good. Snell's got 10. Magic leading by 16. The feed to Vucevic. Payton outside. Kicks it to Harris. Payton passes to ABC. From the arc. Puts up a three. And good on the basket. Book it. ABC's got 34.
Yeah, let's see if that triggers another explosion from, remember, he hit 3 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Now here's Stockton. Defense right on him. Pass to Stauskas. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by ABC.
Their free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter. Not as aggressive.
Yeah, if they want to avoid going into the half with this deficit, they need to stop settling for these long jump shots and attack the rim.
The Kings trail by 19. Deflects the pass. Gay kicks to Cousins. Kings moving the ball around. Stauskas' shot is off. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Harris sinks it from just inside the baseline. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Gay dishes to Stockton. Back to Gay. Pass to Stauskas. Here's Cousins. That's good. Cousins has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Shoots a three. Shot is no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And they're in the thick of this long road run. That's the 3rd of 7 straight on the road.
I know I'll be looking out for the final score in that Heat game. It should be a close one.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Feeds to O'Quinn. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. O'Quinn's got 6 points. And so here's Sacramento. Here's Stockton. And that's not even close. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. Magic out in front. Ending the second quarter with an energy burst. A 19-7 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I mean, I just try to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I just can't try to go at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep the ball moving.
Good luck with that, young man. Kevin, a young talent looking to do whatever it takes to make it in the NBA.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Okay, guys, great work in the first half. That's how you take care of business on your home court. Couple things. You all get a huge pat on the back for the defense you're playing. Whatever approach they've used, we've stopped. Tremendous determination on D. We did take advantage of their turnovers, I'll say that. And that was big for us. When they made a mistake and tried to give us points, we didn't let the chance slip by. I think it's time for a healthy dose of pick and roll. That's a bread and butter play for us when we get it going, and we are going to get it going. All right, guys, I know we got a healthy lead, but we cannot let up against this tougher team. Let's go.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Well, you look at ABC in this game, he's been everywhere.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
Magic leading by 21. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. And it's ABC in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. That's good. ABC's got the first field goal of the second half for the Magic.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Gay drives in. And the whistle blows. He decides to foul intentionally for some reason.
I'm not sure why you would foul right there. Yeah, that's obviously not the smart thing to do, so a mistake there.
Gay sets the pick for Collison. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Collison's got 10 points in the game. Orlando's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
Darren Collison, a.k.a. DC, is more of a scoring point guard than a pure passing point guard. But, you know, it's interesting, his best assist numbers were in his first year in the league.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Harris outside. Passes it to ABC. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. ABC's got 39. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
This has not been a pretty picture. I certainly expected a better game than what we've gotten so far.
From deep, McLemore, and that one's good. He's got 8.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Here's ABC. He's covered by Collison. And the rejection by Cousins. The Kings trail by 21. And the foul called on ABC. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Cousins, the pass to McLemore. He feeds it to Collison. 6 on the shot clock. And Cousins kicks to Collison. The Kings need to get off a shot here.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Gordon, the pass to ABC. That's good. ABC's got 41.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Outside Collison. Gay dishes to Cousins. It's hauled in by the Magic. ABC's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous, stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys. Carl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He urged his guys to get after it on the offensive glass, to follow every single shot, extend possessions, and cash in on some second-chance points. He also urged them to drive the lane aggressively on offense, saying they won't be able to handle us if we can get bodies to the basket each and every time down the court. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half, and Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thank you, Doris. Kings have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Collison with it, now guarded by ABC. Cousins with a screen on Oladipo. Collison kicks to Cousins. Cousins with a screen for Gay. Cousins inside. Harris is there. No good from Cousins. Dishes it to Oladipo. And that's collected by Gay. Gay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Collison. In the corner, it's McLemore. got a piece of it. And Vucevic kicks to Oladipo.
Oh, man, that was a free to mark it up. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Collison, the pass to Cousins. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got his third assist on the night.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Magic. Fournier comes in for Tobias Harris. And a change for the Kings. Evans, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Man, a nice job there defensively, just getting a hand up enough to bother the shot.
Yeah, that was very nice. Impressive. It made it a much more difficult shot.
The drive by Collison. He kicks to Landry. And good on the basket. Book it. Landry's got 6.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Gordon with a screen on Collison. ABC passes to Gordon.
Well defended. And he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Gay left side. Back to Collison. He dishes it to Evans. Beyond the arc. And there's Darren Collison on the assist for McLemore. 13 points for Collison.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And there's the pass to Fry. Here's ABC, guarded by McLemore. The shot's good from ABC.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
And here's Collison. 13 points in the game. The dish to McLemore. The feed to Evans. Out to the wing. And McLemore kicks to Collison. Floats one up. And he gets the bucket. Collison's got 15.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. It's on Carl Landry. Gordon's checked in for Oladipo. McCallum, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Magic have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free throws.
Now here's Collison. He's tightly guarded to the wing right side. Plenty of space. Again, Sacramento.
Assist goes to
Magic leading by 22. Here's ABC, rejected by Evans. Here's McLemore, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
ABC passes to Gordon. Landry grabs the miss. Landry's got his 5th rebound in this one. Collison with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Evans dishes to McCallum. Now here's Collison. He's guarded closely. Landry kicks to Collison. Now here's McLemore outside. Orlando grabs the miss. Fry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's ABC. He's covered by Collison. There's a screen. Here's Fournier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter.
Evan Fournier out of France struggled with his shot early last season, but he rallied somewhat down the stretch. Still very young with an impressive skill set. He's definitely a player to watch.
6 on the shot clock. Landry no good. Magic leading by 22. Kicks it to Gordon. Here's ABC, guarded by McLemore. Good, nice play there from ABC.
You talk about Fournier's skill level. Pretty crafty penetrating and finishing around the rim. And he's also been a good three-point shooter in the NBA from day one.
Pass to McCallum. Back to Collison. Right side, Collison. Pass to Landry. Feeds to McCallum. A three-pointer off the mark. And Steve Fournier doesn't separate himself with his athleticism, but he can be elusive.
Well, he understands hesitation and using angles to get inside. I think that speaks to his ball handling and offensive instincts. You know, he can be very fun to watch.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And the foul called on ABC. That's his fifth foul.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called. And
Cover somebody.
no, another foul.
Well, Orlando shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. On the court right now for the Kings, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Tony Snell is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Ray McCallum. And it's Stauskas in at the shooting guard position. Harkless the pass to Ridnour. Clock at 4. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And Mo Harkless, the basket on the assist from Luke Ridnour.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
ABC's checked in for Orlando. And a change for Sacramento. Stockton's checked in for Tony Snell. Pass to Stauskas.
You look at NBA defenses now, more and more they're designed to deny points in the paint and three-pointers and concede long twos. That's the impact of analytics because the numbers indicate the long two is the lowest percentage shot to take.
Puts up a three. No good from ABC. Kings have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Dishes it to Stockton. Cousins inside, working on O'Quinn. And McCallum kicks to Gay. And that one's good.
He got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Out left to the wing. The pass to ABC. Off target from outside. And the Kings shooting about 42% so far. McCallum dishes to Gay. He feeds it to McCallum. Taken away by Ridnour. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Here's ABC. He kicks to Dedmon. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And there's the feed to Gay. Back to Stockton. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Gay passes to McCallum. Gay kicks to McCallum. 6 to shoot. Here's Cousins. No good off the back of the rim. Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's ABC.
Magic foul call.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in.
Aaron Gordon.
Now Stockton. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Cousins with a screen for Gay. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway. This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
The dish to Cousins. The turnaround Jay, good.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
Here's ABC. Soft touch off the glass. ABC's got 56 points in the game.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
You know what? And Orlando will come the other way. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them.
No doubt the Boston fans want to see the Celtics take that one.
Here's Stauskas. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
For Orlando, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's ABC. He's covered by Stockton. And again, shot good from ABC.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
A solo fast break. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away. Boom.
Stockton dishes to Gay. And they double up Gay. And the foul called on ABC. And so he's picked up his final.
Good ball movement.
Well, sit back and relax.
Ben Gordon's checked in for ABC. Here's Stockton. Off the left rim and out.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Harkless. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Stauskas, defended by Gordon. Cousins with a screen on Ridnour. Kicks it to McCallum for 3. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists tonight.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Gordon kicks to Gordon. Here's Harkless. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Harkless has got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for Orlando. Stockton outside. He dishes it to Cousins. Screen by Cousins. Stauskas, the pass to Stockton. A 3-pointer is right on target.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Ridnour dishes to Dedmon. Puts up a 3. It's good from Gordon on the assist from Luke Ridnour. Ridnour's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Kings have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Back to Stockton. Jacks up a 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Harkless kicks it to Ridnour. Outside Gordon. There's the 3, and again it's the Magic from deep.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the 3-point shots. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
Here's Cousins, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Last season, the Kings inking DeMarcus Cousins to a big 4-year contract extension, and he rewarded them with the best season of his young NBA career, setting career highs pretty much across the board.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
You know, in the past with Cousins, I think he had tended to fall in love with the perimeter jump shot, and he's got a good one. He can make it. But, you know, when you look at his size and strength, it's hard not to think that he should be taking advantage of that closer to the rim and putting more pressure on defenses as a result. I think last season he did commit to attacking inside the paint, and we saw the results. They were pretty good.
Ridnour with it, picked up by Stockton. Outside Gordon, pass to Fournier. Feeds it to Dedmon. Orlando moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Sacramento grabs the miss. And Steve, it's pretty clear that DeMarcus Cousins has solidified his place as the Kings franchise centerpiece.
Yeah, the future's bright. I mean, last season he was a contender for the most improved player in the All-Star game. I mean, if he can continue to produce and help the Kings become a winner, then the accolades will follow.
Here's Stauskas. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gordon the pass to Dedmon. The shot will not go. Nice D from Cousins. And McCallum kicks to Stauskas. Pass to McCallum. Pass to Cousins.
You know, over the years we've seen injuries bother the same people over the course of their careers, while other players seem to stay healthy. And it may be just genetic makeup, it could be off-season training, but it does seem that staying healthy can also almost be considered a skill rather than just luck of the draw.
Here's Dedmon. He's guarded by Cousins. It's stolen by Stauskas. And they're moving it up. Looking to get it going.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Free throw good, Stauskas.
Nick Stauskas was born in Ontario, Canada, 7 days after the NBA awarded Toronto an expansion franchise. Nice little factoid there. When he was 10 at a Raptors open practice, he got called down to play some 2-on-2 against Vince Carter, and Stauskas buried a 3 on him. Now he's an NBA player himself. Man, that's a heck of a turnaround in about 10 years.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Rudy Gay on the wing. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Gay's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Stauskas, Clark, part of this vanguard of Canadian talent, never played hockey. Basketball has always been his game.
You know, but he grew up at a time when Canadian hoops culture wasn't exactly thriving. I mean, during the 7th and 8th grade years, his team had no coach, so he coached the team, calling plays and making substitutions. You can see evidence of that in how he plays. He's pretty cerebral in addition to being highly skilled.
Well, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
Yeah, and 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure.
And last season, the 7th and 8th seed in the East made the playoffs with worse records than the 9th and 10th seeded teams in the West. Sure, the conference playoff structure reduces travel, but in the age of chartered flights, you could argue longer traveling distances are much less of a concern, and I would say amen to that.
And he sinks the second.
And guys, I think the biggest advantage to a so-called top 16 playoff seeding is that it would possibly make for a more competitive finals. It's a playoff series that garners international attention anyway. You want to make sure that the last two teams standing are truly the best in the NBA.
Nobody near Gay. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. 21 points for Rudy Gay.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Magic.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
Well, I think they're very motivated to come in tonight and win after losing the first game against them this season.
Without question. I mean, they had this date circled on the calendar for redemption. I mean, you never want to lose two games and be swept, and it can be harder in an East-West game than playing against teams in your own conference. So this is a big win for them.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for ABC. You have to look at his steals and when he would come up with them as major factors in this result.
Ridnour against Stockton. 6 on the shot clock. Tries from 10. No good from Fry.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Gay drives in. Bairstow, the pass to Stockton. Offline with his three. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, tonight you factored into this game with both your scoring and your passing. How big a factor was ball movement in this win?
I guess it played a minor role. I could have done more scoring, but sometimes I feel I need to get my teammates involved. If I don't, man, coach is going to yell at me or something. But really, the biggest part of the win was how I scored tonight.
You earned every bit of this win. Congratulations. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.
You're a big reason we got the W tonight, man. Keep distributing like that, find an open man. This team is going places.
Hey, it's always nice to be dealing out there.
Boys in Vegas never dreamed of dealing like you were dealing tonight.
Thanks, man. Assists mean baskets. I was just happy to be seeing the floor out there tonight.
Keep it up. You made it look easy.
It wasn't that hard.
Maybe even hard.